Oh, do we have a treat in store for you today. Look who's here, none other than Anthony Hopkins.
Hello.
You saw him as Adolf Hitler in The Bunker. You also saw him in Broadway in Equus. You saw him in Peter and Paul. And you're going to be seeing him on the 4th of February. It's the Hallmark Hall of Fame. It's going to be 8 o'clock on our channel, 10/11 strong, as Quasimodo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. You get all the plum rolls. You get the juicies.
All the things that Burt Reynolds does, yes. All the pretty parts.
Well, you wait till you see him, and we're going to show what you actually look like. Can we talk about some of the technical aspects of that? What did they do to your teeth, Anthony?
Well, the whole makeup is a bit complicated. It took 4 hours to put on. So I'd have to be in the studio by 4:15, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
Ready for 8 o'clock, ready to go. So we'd have a coffee, the makeup man and I, and then we'd start. But they clipped some teeth in here, which actually did most of the work for me. I mean, I didn't have to do any acting. I mean, it was the makeup job completely. That,
You mean they put in a piece that had all those teeth like that?
Yeah, just a plate of teeth here, just in this corner, which pushed the jaw out, and then they built up all these pieces. But it was the makeup that helped.
What about the eye?
That was a false eye. The only discomfort was I had to keep this eye closed for the whole day, with this other eye over it. The only other discomfort was the loneliness at lunchtime. I couldn't go to the canteen, and I couldn't go to the restaurant to eat with other people who put them off their food, you see. So I had to stay in my dressing room and drink soup through a straw.
Oh.
I lost a lot of weight that way.
Well, you're beautiful as a result. Why does Quasimodo have red hair?
That's what Hugo describes him as. Victor Hugo describes him as redhead. In fact, he suffers, I suppose, if there was such a man as the Hunchback, the same disease as the elephant man disease, neurofibromatosis. It's the same kind of ailment. I guess Hugo must have seen a guy who was around Notre Dame who looked like that, you know, and based the story on it.
Yeah. The tradition of the great actors who have played that role preceding you. I'm thinking the only ones I've seen, Lon Chaney and Charles Laughton. Has anyone else done it?
Tony Quinn.
Oh, Anthony Quinn. I never
Yeah,
saw
Anthony
that
Quinn did one
version.
about 20 years ago, I think. I saw Lawton. I didn't see Quinn's. I saw Lawton's. And just before we started filming, and the director said to me, he said, well, what do you think? I said, well, can't we get all the prints of Lawton film and have them destroyed or locked up? Because it was a wonderful performance. And I thought, well, how do I follow that? But anyway, I hope I did my own version.
Well, are you trying to do it differently? Or have
Well,
you
yes,
taken little
yes,
bits of the
yes.
precious things that they did?
No, we've stuck fairly much to our own thing. I mean, watching Lawton was incredible. It was a wonderful performance. We had an advantage because the makeup techniques have developed and improved vastly over the last 40 years. So, you know, maybe the makeup is better, I don't know, but our makeup techniques have improved a lot.
What do you do as an actor to take a character that is so hideous, superficially hideous, and make him sympathetic to the audience? Because we care about Quasimodo. We care about him, and yet he's so horribly ugly.
Well, I don't know really I don't know how I prepare. I just learn the lines and show up.
Oh, now, Anthony, not with the plums you've had, you don't learn the lines and show
I
up.
have to learn, I suppose I have to learn to like the character I play. I learn to love the character I play. I must say, even old Hitler, I mean, monster that he was, I had to find a core in him which I had to identify with. I mean, that's a tall order, but I had to identify with the truth within these characters and not pass judgment on the character, whether it's Hitler or Attila or Quasimodo or whoever, you know. I can't pass judgment on the character as I'm playing it. Otherwise it becomes not a performance, it's standing outside of oneself.
What does Quasimodo mean? Is that just his name, or is there
Half a man, I think, or approximation of a man, Quasimodo. It's the priest who calls him that, approximation of a man.
Oh, that's what it is.
Quasimodo.
And is
Quasimodo.
it the Hunchback of Notre Dame or the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
I think the American, if that's a football team, Notre Dame. I think we call in Europe Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
And you rebuilt it in miniature.
Yeah, we did, yeah. Well, I didn't, but they
You,
did,
you
yes.
didn't do that in addition to
We
everything
couldn't
else
have gone to
you've done.
Paris because of the tourists and the millions of people. And anyway, there's so many high rises around the place, you know, in Paris. So anyway, it was cheaper and more expedient to do it in the studio.
Well, I'm sure most of you have read it, but if you haven't, oh, you must see it. It's coming up the 4th of February right here on 10/11 Strong at 8 o'clock in the p.m. Quasimodo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Anthony Hopkins, and you will. And 10/11 Morning continues.